I get to be the lucky guy who gets to be the voice of Batman for this. Yeah, so it's nuts. Yeah, yeah.
And so, how deep and how different are your voices compared to the Jason O'Mara and
Oh boy.
the other guys?
Well, everybody. I think it's wherever our natural tonalities lie. But yeah, I would say not too different. I mean, we all are kind of trying to capture the essence of Bruce Wayne and Batman at the same time. So he tends to be very metered and calm, and he's just brooding and down there. But yeah, not Batman. I'm Batman. Not going to do that.
Feudal Japan. Why is this setting the right part for this installment?
Well, obviously, I mean, with it basically been having been a Japanese production, I think it makes perfectly good sense they would have taken the storyline there. But I think it presents a unique challenge to somebody who's relying all the time on his devices and his gadgets and his technology to suddenly have to defeat all these bad guys using that era's technology. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and relying upon others, which is always sort of a common theme. It seems like with Batman, he has to learn how to kind of like work with others, kind of thing. Play well with others.
For Gorilla Grodd, I just tried to start with being a gorilla. What he was originally, and then just realize that he's a sophisticated, smart being, probably the smartest being in the room. And so I wanted to create a sense of sophistication and care. And he's always about 3-4 steps ahead of everyone. Very calm. And I wanted him to kind of go against his beastly nature, And for Deathstroke, I just thought, wow, he's like just such an amazing warrior, and he's seen it all. So I just wanted him to be cool no matter what, and just down and dirty.
So, without giving too much away, how do those two characters fit in this feudal Japan setting?
Well, starting with Deathstroke, it's just he is completely a warrior, and that is a perfect area for warriors. For Gorilla Grodd, he was made to be a shogunate. He was made to be a leader. And so he, being so smart and and amassing an army, he could very well do that in feudal Japan.
And how's it feel now the movie's coming out in about a month?
I am so excited for people to see this movie. I really am. We've had so much fun with it. Really amazing. The visuals matched with, it being an anime movie about Batman with the samurai aspects and the, ninja aspects of it. It's going to go in places you would not expect. And funny, too.
Did you catch the film?
I haven't yet, but I know you voiced Two-Face, right?
Yes.
So what's it like?
They called me up and they said, you'd make a great Two-Face. And I said, but what voice am I doing? What character am I doing? But I said, I'll be there. Robotic buildings, robotic Arkham Asylum with like arms.
Yes.
Batmobile, Batwing, the Batcycle, almost all the Batman villains, time travel, Gorilla Grodd, feudal Japan, Tony Hale as the Joker. I want to be a part of it. So
are we seeing Harvey Dent as well here, or just Two-Face?
Just Two-Face.
Okay. And how's he giving Batman a hard time?
Oh yeah, I mean he is definitely it's Two-Face, so be expecting a little bit of double crossing. You know what I mean? And that's with all the villains in this. They all play like a little instrumental role in the bigger picture. And when you see the film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I play Alfred and Nightwing.
All right. So how do you tweak the voices between those two characters?
Well, Alfred was kind of an easy fit for me. He's a posh English-sounding guy of a certain age, so I just did that with my voice. And it was actually a surprise hearing that they also wanted me to do Nightwing. So I had to think on my feet, and I'd just been working with a great voice actor by the name of Robbie Damon, and he voices actually Spider-Man. And I thought, Robbie in real life is sort of a little bit like Nightwing. So I modeled my Nightwing voice on his actual voice.
Now, does Alfred mentor Batman on how to fit in this feudal Japan storyline or setting?
He's more of a caretaker of Bruce in this particular. He doesn't mentor him so much as just take care of him when he's battered and bruised and in shock as to suddenly finding himself in feudal Japan. He takes care of his dietary requirements and nurses him back to health, and has a couple of gems of how to stay safe in this world.
Nightwing always has a history of like, I want the spotlight too. I want to be the Batman too.
Completely.
So how is he in this one?
In this one, he's very well behaved. I think he's massively shocked in being in feudal Japan, and he lets Batman take the front seat. But basically, all the iterations of Robin Red Robin, and Nightwing are all there. So the whole family's there. And so they each take turns in doing their own particular thing to help the cause. Red Hood is there as well, of course.
Awesome.
In Batman Ninja, I play Red Hood and Robin.
All right.
And there are a lot of Robins in this movie, so so it is, yeah.
There's a Nightwing too.
There's Nightwing and Red Robin as well. So it's a whole cadre of Robins.
So it's a three's a crowd kind of this situation.
I don't know. They all work pretty well together for once. That never happens.
Talk a bit about the setting on the feudal Japan. It's very unique, very different. How do these characters fit into this setting?
The beauty of this movie is that these characters aren't supposed to fit in, and part of and yet when you watch the movie, it seems like they were born there. I mean, it was all the designs have changed, and the rules have changed. If there are even rules at all in this movie, and they remarkably well, like so much so that before this movie, I didn't even know I wanted this. And now that I've seen this movie, I want it all the time.
Nice.
It's so great.
So, talk a bit about is this rated R like the previous installments?
It's this is not a rated R film. It's a PG-13, which is great. You know, as much fun as I'm having, doing rated R content for DC animated movies.
Exactly.
I don't think there's any reason to abandon what has worked in the past and what I also love watching. It is scary at times, and I wouldn't recommend it for youngins necessarily. I mean, there's not an over amount of bloodshed or sex or profanity or anything, but it is, some of the parts are pretty grim, and like anime style weird, which can be odd for younger kids. Yeah.